What I'm about to share with you could completely transform your financial future in the next few minutes, but only if you pay close attention. In 2025, the rules of wealth are changing faster than ever before, and most people are still playing by the old rule book. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the top 1% of people are doing and how they're positioning themselves in 2025 from a wealth building strategy and a business building strategy. This isn't your typical get rich quick scheme. These are real strategies you can implement into your business and your finances to grow your wealth faster than ever before. And the best part, you don't need to be rich already to take advantage of these things. They're very easy to execute. You just need to be aware. And this is what I'm going to teach you in this video. And make sure you stay until the end because the third part of this strategy has literally transformed my business in the last 6 weeks. Now, firstly, if we look at the economic position of where the world is right now, this is an exact repeat of what happened the end of 2020, start 2021. So there's a couple of things that have just gone on here. So interest rates globally are getting cut very, very quickly. And the governments are also printing money. So this means the money supply is coming up. Businesses can borrow money easier than ever before. Consumers can borrow money than ever before. Everything is stimulating the economy, which means there's going to be more buyers out there, more people looking to buy your products and services. This is reducing friction. And this means you as a business owner right now, you have the wind in your sails. And my goal in this video is to help you to build bigger sails so you can catch as much of that wind as physically possible. Now, outside of interest rates coming down, there's obviously been a big change in terms of Donald Trump coming to win the US election. That again is stimulating the economy. The stock market's going up. Crypto markets are pumping like crazy. The crypto market will absolutely boom over the next 6 to 8 months, which means people are going to have lots of excess cash that they've never had before. This means, again, they can have disposable income. They can spend it with you on your products or service. Now, what does this actually mean? So with the economy doing this, this means that inflation is going to probably skyrocket in 12 to 24 months' time, and asset prices are going to keep growing. So this means the divide between the poor and the rich is essentially going to get bigger. And this is why it's more critical than ever for you right now to grow your wealth, grow your income, invest into assets like real estate that are going to appreciate, because these things are going to go up faster than ever before. And this is all exactly what happened a couple of years ago, and the same cycle is happening on repeat. And if you miss out on this boat, you are really going to struggle in 5-6 years' time. Now, if we look outside of assets and property prices increasing, what else is going on in the world? Now, if we look in terms of what we should be focusing on in 2025, skepticism is at an all-time high. So the most important thing you can do is be authentic and be yourself. When it comes to you building a business, if you look at some of the biggest businesses in the world, the actual person who runs it has a big personal brand. If you think about Elon Musk, for example, at Tesla, he is a huge brand now, huge. What he does indicates in terms of where the stock market goes up or down in terms of Tesla share prices. And it's the same thing in terms of all businesses right now. They need to have a big personal brand attached to them because things like AI coming in, and there's going to be things where almost like fake people online is going to become more and more a reality. And people want to buy from people. So they want to buy from you, they want to buy from me. And this is why you need to be congruent, you need to be authentic. To date, I've sold over $40 million online. My name is Charlie Johnson. We've scaled multiple businesses to 7 figures, and we've helped hundreds and hundreds of trainers do exactly the same. And my goal in terms of the content we create is to give you as much value as possible to help you have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And for you in 2025, you want to be doing the same thing I'm doing. You want to be focusing on your brand, you want to be focusing on content. And the best way to do that is long form content, because you can put across your personality, you can put across extreme amount of value. Like, how much value can you give an Instagram reel in 45 to 60 seconds? Very little. How much can you change someone's life in 45 to 60 seconds in a reel? Very little. And this is where you also have to look at leverage. Now, if you want to scale your business, you have to be looking at leverage. And there's a couple of different forms of leverage you can have. I'm really going to talk about some of those different types of leverage during this video. So number one would be media. Like this video, for example. This is a form of leverage. I will make this video will be pushed onto YouTube, it will be put onto our podcast, and then it will be listened and watched over and over and over again. This is a form of leverage. Second form of leverage you have is capital. You can invest money, it goes up, it goes down. Think about crypto, for example. Thirdly is you have people, so people you can employ in terms of your team. Fourthly, you have code, which is in terms of software. These are all the different things we want to be looking to do. And in 2025, you having leverage and scaling is going to be utilizing all of these. And if you think about the most successful people, they all have the same amount of time you do. They just allocate their time more efficiently and they use higher forms of leverage. So if we look at what you're doing from a branding point of view, The most powerful thing you can do is focus on growing long-form social media content that solves people's problems, builds you as an authority, and buys you into people as a person. Now, this is why we push our YouTube channel. This is why we're pushing our podcast. On YouTube, The Charlie Johnson Show. Highly recommend go and check it out. And this is where we're giving huge amounts of value, building up our audience, and also scaling our businesses at the same time. And we systematize this on the back end by using media, code, people, and also money and capital to pay for the whole thing. And this is the reality of the game you have to play. You want to be investing in branding, top of funnel awareness. The third strategy I'm going to come into in this video that you need to implement in 2025 is really going to open your eyes in terms of the different levels of how you can manipulate social media to get what you want. Now, lastly, in terms of the branding thing, what you actually have to do, which most people don't do, is one, is show up consistently, and two, is actually be authentic and real. So I've spoken a lot about, for example, I currently have a broken foot, I've got my foot in a cast, and the reality of that, that's a shit situation. But I turned that shit situation into something I can make content about, talk around the mindset of the challenge of overcoming that, and how, for example, in less than 7 days, I broke my foot actually 7 days ago today, I can actually walk without crutches already, which is wild. They told me it would take 4 to 6 weeks. Now that's a good story to tell, and that's a good part of my brand that I can push out. And for you, for your brand in 2025, you need to put more personal stories out there and more personality, more flair, more spice, more spark. Whereas too many people are too generic, doing the same vanilla bullshit as everyone else. So be you, be authentic, be different. Don't be a carbon copy of Alex Hormozy or some other type of online fitness coach or whoever it might be. Be yourself, be authentic to you, and be confident in that. Own your flaws, own your positives, and really dive into those things. Now, the third thing I want to talk about in this video is a very specific and tactical thing. I taught this at our Dubai Mastermind event in November, a couple of weeks ago, and this is essentially using Eugene Schwartz's buyer's pyramid. So we have a couple of different levels of buyer awareness. So if we think about when someone first comes across you, you have unaware, person has no idea who the hell you are. So that's when they first see your face. Number two is you have someone who then becomes problem aware. They know who you are, and then they become problem aware in terms of a personal problem they have. So let's say it's losing weight. So now they know what the problem is, but they have no idea how to solve it. The next level of that is then solution aware, and the level underneath that is then product aware. Now, essentially the goal of what we do with Eugene Schwartz's buyer's pyramid, unaware, problem aware, solution aware, and then basically product aware, is we create specific pieces of content at each level of that. We do that all organically. Now, the beautiful part of this is we then do turbocharge living daylights out of this by running paid traffic through this. And this is a very specific strategy we're helping our clients in 7-figure scaling systems scale with. We're retargeting different layers. So for example, you would have people watch the unaware videos, and then we would retarget those with the other videos to pull them through the funnel. And the whole system off the back end of that, we're retargeting with social proof, testimonials. And this is the thing you need to think about in 2025. Show more proof, less promises. This was the way you reduce skepticism. And if you're truly great at what you do, you should be ramming down people's throats your results constantly. You cannot show your client results constantly. People losing weight, people's happy messages, whatever it is. Now, we want to use paid advertising to really force that in front of people. Now, one of the beautiful things that's happening right now with our clients who are scaling is that transformation posts before and afters are going super viral. So if you have great captions and you have great transformations, put those beautiful things together, put them out onto Instagram, they will bring you in leads. Because remember, proof over promises, people want the end result. Your goal is to sell them the vacation, not the flight to get there. You don't want to talk about the calorie count. You don't want to talk about the macros. You want to talk about how they're going to feel on the wedding day, how they're going to feel when they're on the beach in the Maldives, how they're going to feel when they sit down at Christmas dinner and their mum says they've lost loads of weight. You sell on emotion, and this is getting more and more important as we go into 2025. So these are 3 big things you want to focus on if you want to get rich in 2025. Firstly, understand the economic situation we're in right now and how you can take advantage of this. This will be easier to sell than ever. You want to be aggressive with your pricing. Number 2 is long form personal branding is key. And number 3 is using the specific strategy of using paid ads and Eugene Schwartz's buyer's pyramid. If you're interested in learning more about Eugene Schwartz's buyer's pyramid and the ad traffic for that, if you comment ads below, I'll make a specific YouTube video on this. Took value from this, make sure you share it with a friend, subscribe, and we'll see you next video very, very soon.